Hi everyone, my name is Cristian. I'm from Cluj-Napoca, Romania. I'm really happy to present you my project. It's called Goober. It's a css-in-js solution, and it's built in less than 1K. In the background is actually the entire library, so I thought it was cool to put it there. I'm an X-Flash developer turned into a JavaScript one. I'm currently a JavaScript developer at GitHub Soti, and also I'm a proud Preact core team member. So shout out to Preact. I have a bunch of stickers. If you want one, just find me, or I'll just spread the love around. All right, just let's dive in. You know, most of the times when you're launching a package or a library, people will just poke at you like, what can this do better or worse? What are the drawbacks and so on? Instead of that, I'd like to take you into the journey of what it meant for me discovering how it works and what I had to do to keep it in my budget size. So even though it has most of the same API as you would need to define your style components, there are maybe a couple of things that are missing, which you can live with. So why I did this, I was working on this project, and I really wanted to have really smaller bundles. The client didn't ask for it. I was just, bored, and why not? And also, I'm usually the kind of guy that I like to really challenge the status quo of any project. Like whenever they or anybody, present the results, I really like to dig in and see how they achieve the results, because that's how I'm learning, and it's a big learning experience for me. Anyway, so just to summarize how the style pattern works, you basically have the style function, which gets called with a tag template or an object or a function, and that input is hashed into a CSS class name, and that class name is actually attributed to a CSS declaration. Style Goober doesn't. It's way too much in size to have all the tag names and all the elements that I know, like style components has for you easily to, to autocomplete the expression. So you're gonna have to put in yourself. But the biggest challenge for me was to come up with the parser that actually is on par with anybody could use in a style components fashion way. And here's where things got a little bit messy, and I had to basically fall back to regex. So this is the rule that actually does all the parsing of the input, but for the strings, right? And I can go a bit deeper, like the green parts are actually matching the properties and the values. The orange ones, I hope that's orange, all right. The orange one are matching the selectors and the end brackets, because then we go in a loop and then we're matching again the properties and their values and so on. With this, it's pretty straightforward. I would just need to extract this into an object. And with that object, I could actually just walk it and generate the CSS, the real CSS, at the end. Adding the CSS to your style tag, it can be really can have a really drawback on performance. So if you don't do it properly, as Max said this morning, with the insert rule hint, it's actually gonna really be bad for you. But actually in Goober, I'm doing it the other way around. I'm actually using a text node inside the style tag and updating that text node with the style contents. It's worked pretty fast. I haven't seen like that many performance drawbacks. But there's ways to explore and to move it forward. Also, Goober supports server-side rendering, which is great. And because I'm actually just using the data property to whatever you give it to the update function, my server-side rendering solution was just an object with a data property with a string buffer on it. There was lots of challenges, like, I like to see where anything that I create could go to. And I think this is like the biggest that I tackle. At my current company at GitHub Saudi, we're trying to render our React Native apps into web, but we have to do lower sizes. So I came up with a solution like using React Native to render with Preact and Goober. And for Goober, Goober uses to map out the style sheet create API. So that's got it. I mean, like that was all there is to the style sheet API that we have to mock up. I just want to say that contributions are welcome. If you find it interesting, please do check out. And thank you. And I'm really happy to share this for you.